Hello, beautiful people. I'm so excited because I have one of my very best friends, favorite people, and just a beautiful soul here with me today, Mary Fidelio, and we have something very special to share with you all. So first, we're going to just clear the space and connect with the divine, and I'm going to let Mary drop us in and take it from here.
Good day, good day, good day. And thank you so much, Portia, for doing this and including me. I am so looking forward to this. But before we start, I just always get called to, if we could just all like ground ourselves, take a deep breath, really sit with our eyes closed and allow for me to just welcome in divine. Heavenly Father, thank you, thank you, thank you for the union of my friend Portia and myself, and for the work that we are both getting so organically called in to do, driven and guided by you yourself, divine. Thank you, Father, for being that light. Thank you for being in support of the divine words that come in. And thank you for the guidance that we receive on a daily. Amen.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So, you got a little taste there of the divine energy coming through or being invited in. So, welcome to this space. And basically, we're going to keep this really short and sweet. I just put out an offering, although it's going to be way more expansive than just what we talk about today. But I am sharing with you all the new astrology consultation for the year of 2023. And so, if you heard on my previous video, I am offering with this special, you get a complimentary free offering with Mary here. And Mary has been just, it's like, to put it even into words, I was going to take notes and I was like, no, I want to show up and be organic. And now I'm here like, oh my gosh, how do I put this feeling of gratitude, appreciation, and just like so blessed, like putting that into words. And that's what I feel at this moment because, I don't know, how long has it been since we connected? Maybe a year or
It's a little gun shy a year,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the bliss and the joy was that I felt this connection with you. I felt like, you know what, I'm just going to keep like entrepreneurships, where they teach you in workshops, just keep asking, ignore the no's until someone says yes. And
Yeah,
when you're
yeah.
yes, then you just sort of, I was constantly with my toe in water type of thing where I was just standing in my uncomfortableness and being who I am until, I thought, maybe you think I'm not in my head. Maybe she thinks I'm crazy. Maybe she thinks
Right.
whatever. It was just the thing that I felt that with us, we just got called to keep showing up. Let's throw the noodle to the wall and like, okay, well, let's see what's going to go on. That sounds good. I really like this vibe. Let's keep meeting. Let's keep talking. Let's keep doing this. Right.
Yeah. And I think from the
I,
beginning, we just started, I don't even remember how we just connected and started. We just had conversations through direct message and on Instagram. And I've said so many times, I love when people authentically reach out just to share their insights or even ask questions. I'm not someone who's going to be like nickel and diming because you have a question about, something I post or something going on in the astrology or your birth chart. Like I'm here to connect and to build community. And that's how we connected through just divine. And I remember specifically, actually, it was I was doing this little challenge for myself or one of my practices for a bit of candle gazing. And you were
Mhm.
doing it at the same time, and you had already had experience with that. And it just kind of synced up, and we started sharing just our experiences through that whole process of that time period of where we were like doing the work of candle gazing and seeing what was coming through and trying to like settle the mind and just drop into divine light and that way. And the relationship built. And I remember you just straight up offered, hey, like, at some point, maybe this will be a trade, but I do pretty much, I don't think you framed it as coaching, but basically mentoring, or if you just need support, I am here to be supportive or hear you out and And so it was, for me, I was kind of, I'm a Scorpio rising, and Scorpios in general are pretty private. So I'm just like, because there are things like I know I tell you the most out of anyone else in my life. Like, more about my business on all capacities, every topic than anyone else. And I have very close friends, but I just don't, sometimes I feel like I don't want to be a bother as well, which is like our connection and really your support has helped me to move through that barrier of not being a bother because, a lot of people that are doing this kind of work, like healing spiritual work, or you're doing any kind of like coaching, counseling, anything like that, or just wanting to share your gifts and offerings, like you need that support too. And Mary is that divine light and divine support system it's really teaching the true meaning and experience of giving and receiving. And it's like no strings attached, like no, monetary exchange. Like it's all about trust and knowing that when the time, like I knew when the time came, I know that I support you in ways as well. Like I know it's a fair energy exchange. And that was something I really had to come to terms with. Whereas like Portia, like,
At the
a
beginning, I think for us, like if I can interject here, it was more like I really liked what you were saying. I connected with the things that you were sharing. I very organically shared and expecting nothing in return type of thing. You trusted that what it was that I was offering for you was in pure, unconditional love and guidance type of thing. And I think that we entertained this dance in conversations, and we became more and more attuned with like just that, what, this feels good, this, yes, this is vibing, yes, this is contributing, oh holy cow, look at what happened now. And we're like, we stayed within the share, and we stayed without any expectations, and we stayed and stood in our own discomfort and skepticism and growing pains. And you have been equally supported to what I've been through in the last year that we've known each other as I have in you. And this is where I find people are starting to have more aha moments that there is no one grander than the other. We're just all in this together. And when you finally find the connection where you can feel safe and you can
Mhm.
look to grow and muster the courage to hear maybe some unpleasantries or whatever that are still in contribution of our personal growth, then I think that we've like managed to find the magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what I do love most about our connection and just about you and about myself too is that we have, our perspectives definitely align, but we come from two different angles. Like I'm definitely heavily into astrology. I'm coming from that perspective. In my certain spiritual practice, you come from your own spiritual background and upbringing. And so, but it's like we're able to understand each other's or like feel into each other's intention and vibration and really to the core essence of our just divinity or our authenticity, in which like yeah, we have our different perspectives, but it's so much like unconditional love and no judgment that we're able to connect. Like yeah, it's I don't
And
even, again, it's hard to
there's
put into
that,
words,
but
but
there's no like, oh, boo hoo, my feelings are hurt over like
yeah.
maybe like if something's not in alignment or we see things from a different light type
Yeah.
of thing. We still share from a space of what can we take away from this? Where's the common grounds? What, just contributes to what feels good type of thing. And I love that about us because I'm sure that in the same way as to what we're about to talk to and offer here, like, I mean, the voice notes when you were leaving me messages and when I was listening, yes, there's a piece of me that listens with the Mary Fidilio ear, but there's also like, again, when the way that I opened, where I closed my eyes and I'm listening for what's not being said. And I'm like, in that listening, I don't even do it with intention, but as I am listening, that is when I feel the flow of the divine light, the flow of the energies, the way that it's sort of like I'm in my own moment of listening to your message, and I'm going, and then because of my own empath ways where I can feel your emotion, I can feel what you're going through. It ties into the Mary Fidilio experiences and the personal growths that I've had from there. And then I either respond, immediately, or I ask for a little bit of time because I don't want it coming from my humanity. I do want it coming from a space of guidance, right? So
Hmm.
that's where it just, yeah, you got to just let go and be in the trust and then
Yeah.
be patient to see the openings of it. And
Yeah.
we've most recently have been able to now celebrate some
Hmm.
wins, right?
Yeah. So I'll just share with those of you watching this video. um Basically, the connection that Mary and I have had, or do have, and how she's helped me, because she's going to be offering basically this to you all that connect with me and have a reading, is that we literally, if something, I'm just going to give you an example. If something's coming up for me during the day, right, or just in my everyday life, and she obviously has a background knowledge of what I'm, my struggles are at the time, I will just literally go on my Instagram, and you can do a voice message, right? I just speak a few voice notes, and and then I'm not, and it's, you also have to work through the process of dumping. This is why it's a really good experience of like giving and receiving. And we just have to, like, as I'm saying, be present in the moment. And my little one's crying at the door. She's good though. Um, but no, it's like being able to share in that moment and then leave it there. And it's like the container that we've created is that divine space. So it's not necessarily dumping. It's like I'm putting it in this safe container that's within the safe space of divine. And Mary
Mhm.
comes and also observes it and listens and everything that, she just said. And then she responds. And like that response, it's just, it literally has changed my life in so many ways. And so I'm so excited to share this with you all. And so just to get into the technical aspects of it. So again, when you book a reading with me, a consultation, you will automatically have this opportunity to connect with Mary post, the consultation, and whatever you discuss, that's up to you, right? That's up to both of you. You can kind of expand on what was discussed in the consultation, what you're working through, or you can branch off into something else. And so do you want to just share and add what they can expect, or how even to
Well,
connect with
I
you?
again, like, true transparency here and a disclaimer. Like, I mean, those messages, as you've experienced, they will be real, they will be raw. So when you're having these readings, I suggest that with respect to the voice notes, be a convictional yes, be ready to receive whatever messages it is that one needs to hear. And sometimes we do not like hearing the things that we need to become present to, but it's there. And always know that I am coming from a platform of unconditional love. I don't take daggers out on anyone. I don't belittle anyone. It is, I feel that that's actually one of my strengths, is like being a reminder of how we are just beautiful, imperfected human beings that are in the experience of this life. And I'll be the conversation that has never been had. You know what I mean? So that's where I feel that we get our actual personal internal growth. I know that it's been like going through the trenches, even for myself, because I have several conversations with God. I'm forever talking to Him. It's like I'm in a live with Him. So this way, I feel that this is why it's become so fluent. And if you need any kind of validations with respect to where any of this comes from, then yes, I am a certified coach. And yes, I've gotten all sorts of workshops and other curriculums under my belt with respect to resources if someone should require that. But this voice notes is completely different, completely off the charts, completely intimate. and literally a gift from me to you.
Perfect. And about like how long, just so people know, like as far as the offering is,
I
as
did.
far as the voice notes, right? Then wasn't there like a particular,
So just so that, without it becoming so business-like, but just so that there's some structure and we can like
yeah.
make a point of honoring the needs as they require. I guess if it goes off in your head to understand it better, it's almost like having a hotline at your access, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
because everything I invite through free will. If they have their reading with you and voice notes is not something that speaks to them, then so be it. But if they would like to exercise the option of exercise using this, then they can reach out to me in a private DM, make a point of opening that, this is the complimentary voice notes that come after Portia's reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, you can have up to 30 days of going back and forth. It's at that point that if you require that you need a one-on-one further, either with you or myself, then that's when it gets into, again, more for me, my language is like divine donations type of thing. But
Okay.
this is completely at no cost, free gifts from divine only.
Awesome. Oh
I
my
don't know if
goodness.
that speaks to, like, I don't know. Did I bundle that up right based on our
Yeah,
conversation?
no, that's very, very, very clear. And yeah, I'm just so excited that for people to experience this because, like I said, it has literally changed my life. And, you know, through this connection that Mary and I have had, like that hasn't even been a year. But it's definitely like a soul connection. I definitely am very aware of that. But there's so many other offerings and community like spaces that we're creating that have
Yes.
stemmed from these voice notes and just like what the ideas and everything, the visions that have been coming through. So I'm really, really excited
So that
for
would feel
everyone to
teacher to
share.
say, stay tuned for our next announcement.
Yeah, yeah. And we'll definitely, if you all are on Instagram, definitely give us a follow. I will put the our handles, our Instagram profiles in the description of this video. We're gonna be doing a live here soon and talk more about this. And then you can hop on live and also ask us any questions about what's coming up. And yeah, and so if you are interested in booking a consultation with me, and then taking advantage of this complimentary offering as well with Mary, you can access that via the link in the description of this video as well.
Perfect.
So, do you have any last words, Mary, before we hop off of here?
Just filled with gratitude. I can't wait for what we're about to, like, this world has never seen this. There's more of us rising up, and I feel that it's all coming together beautifully. So thank you
It
again for
is.
including me in your journey and for trusting me. And I really look forward. I'm like so excited for what's to come.
Yay, so am I. All right, thank you everyone. Please like this video and share if it resonates. And of course,
Thank you.
comment your lovely thoughts. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Awesome. We'll talk later.
Bye.